Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good week. So today I'm going to be doing another SPF review. Really, I could do SPF reviews year round, but I kind of tend to upload more of them during the summer months because I know this is when SPF is at the forefront of most people's minds because we're all outside in the sun. Well, some of us, I don't like the sun, but a lot of you are outside enjoying the great outdoors. And so I figure this is probably the best season to upload this type of content. But reality is you should be wearing SPF year round. And I think that a lot of people on YouTube have harped about that now for a number of years, and so hopefully everyone is aware of that. But even if it's the middle of winter, it's overcast or it's snowing or whatever, the sun's rays they're still getting at you. We have sunlight that comes through the clouds, and it will age you. It can cause skin cancer. There's all sorts of things that the sun can do. Obviously, the sun is necessary. It is good, but I do think you have to protect yourself from it. For me, especially because my biological dad had melanoma, I am predisposed to potentially getting it, I think a little bit more than like the average person who doesn't have a family history of it. So for me, the SPF all over and avoiding the sun if I can, at least during like the hottest parts of the day, is kind of my go-to. But yeah, I think it's just crucial to protect your skin. And here's the thing though, because of my particular skin type, which is extremely oily, it is sometimes hard to find SPFs that don't just slide off my face. I find that a lot of SPFs are kind of heavy on the silicones, especially if they're geared towards an oily skin type. For me, my particular very oily skin just tends to lift that stuff off and it makes it slide down my face when it gets hot out. It's a struggle. So if you are someone who also struggles with oily skin, whether it's just combination skin or oily or very oily skin, hopefully these videos are helpful to you. I'm trying to bring you SPFs at different price points. But I think when it comes to SPF, I think you should find the best formula for you at your budget, obviously, and that can vary greatly. I have reviewed very expensive SPFs and I have reviewed drugstore SPFs. I think you can find something anywhere within that range, but I think it's just important to actually put that SPF on your skin. Put it on every day, put on the proper amount. Which is a lot. So a lot of people will run the SPF up their fingers, and usually that is the proper amount. I've heard anywhere from like a third of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. I just squirt a huge amount onto my hands and I put it on my face. It takes a while to dry down, so give yourself some time before you put on your makeup. But anyway, I've given this spiel 100 times. Hopefully you have absorbed and are incorporating the SPF into your daily life. Okay, today we are talking about a sunscreen from Farmacy. This is the newer Farmacy Green Defense Daily Mineral Sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. The bottle is 1.7 fluid ounces. And in full disclosure, Farmacy did send this SPF to me. I do receive PR from Farmacy periodically, and I did recently join their, I don't know if it's their ambassador program or what they're calling it, but it will give you 20% off at Farmacy Beauty. So basically anything that you want to buy, including this SPF, you can get 20% off on. So I'll put the information with the coupon code in the description box down below if you're interested. I think it's pretty generous, which is why I signed up with them. Farmacy Beauty, you can also find obviously at Sephora, but obviously the sales at Sephora are kind of few and far between, and the most you're going to save at Sephora is 20% anyway. So you can just buy it directly from the company if you want to. This has a zinc oxide with a percentage of 18.23. And I'm gonna give you guys the little blurb from their website to let you know what their claims are. And then I'm gonna let you know how it worked on my oily skin. By the way, this retails for $36. So for me, this is kind of a mid-range in terms of price when it comes to an SPF, so mid-range. I don't think it's bad, especially with the 20% off. I think it's actually a pretty good deal for the amount. And spoiler, how well it works on my oily skin, because she works. Ooh, she's really good. Okay, so what it is. A clean broad spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen that is never greasy. Like music to my oily skin ears. And suitable for all skin tones. Reef safe, silicone free formula. Key, silicone free. That works great under makeup. So why is it special? It creates a mineral shield, unlike chemical sunscreens that typically penetrate the skin and absorb UV rays. The zinc oxide in this formula sits on the skin's surface to deflect damaging UVA and UVB rays. Minimal white cast, this is what they claim. Our non-greasy daily sunscreen looks great on all skin tones. It can be worn alone or under makeup. Protects from signs of early aging, reef safe. I think that's really important. And it's a clean formula. So there are no silicones in here, no PEGs, no nanoparticle sized zinc, nanoparticle zinc. Geez Louise, just making up words here. There is no titanium dioxide in here. There's no artificial fragrance or essential oils. So the smell of this smells like SPF. It smells like zinc. I mean, it has kind of that like just classic SPF without a fragrance type smell to it. So there's that. Okay, so paraben free, formaldehyde donor free, synthetic fragrance free, mineral oil free, it's cruelty free, all of that fun stuff. All right, let's take a look at the formula. This is it right here. It's very white. It looks very white. I have to admit, you guys, I don't know that I think this is completely white cast free, because if you watch my Get Ready With Me videos from earlier this week, you saw that I had a little bit of a struggle with my face looking very pale after putting on my makeup. And I was able to fix it with just a tiny bit of bronzer, but I do think this has just a little tiny bit of a white cast. And with that, I will say, if you put this on its own, I think it looks okay on the skin. But if you have a darker skin tone, I'm just not entirely sure that this is going to be the very best fit for you in terms of not giving you a white cast. Several of you even mentioned in the video that it did look pretty pale on me. However, you do have to know that my face is pasty white to begin with as well. So for me, this formula is probably a pretty darn good fit. But I don't know with like very deep dark skin tones if you wouldn't get the white cast. I think you would honestly just have to kind of test it out for yourself with that one. So there's that. But I like the formula in terms of the feel. So this has a slightly moussey consistency to it to begin with. It's not slick or slippery. You can tell there's no silicones in here, which I love. And it feels great on the skin once you blend it in. It takes about 10-15 minutes for it to dry down, so it takes a little bit longer than some of my other SPFs, but once it dries down, the look of my skin is matte, but more of like a demi-matte finish. It's not like Sahara dry matte. It's a good matte. My makeup goes on like a dream over top. Now, I've been waiting about 20 to 30 minutes before applying my makeup, and that works for, I work from home, so I have time for that. But I do think the dry down on this is kind of important, just making sure you give it enough time to really settle into your skin before you go in with anything over top. Now, I use powder foundation. It pairs beautifully with my powder foundation. I'm wearing it today. I mean, you can tell me if you think I have a white cast right now. I feel like my face and my neck and chest all kind of match pretty evenly. So I don't know, but some of you did say, and it could be I do use a ring light. Maybe it was the ring light. I don't know, but I think if you have a darker skin tone, you're just gonna have to play with it. But I think it works for me. I certainly don't feel like my face looks like Casper the Ghost's face. So there's that. Overall, you guys, I really, really like this SPF. I think if you have an oily skin type and you struggle finding SPFs, this is one worth checking out. What's great about this one is that it's obviously from a cruelty-free company, but it doesn't feel like it clogs my pores. It comes off nicely at the end of the day with my double cleanse that I do. No breakouts. It doesn't feel like it clogs my pores. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. I really like this SPF, you guys. This is one that I would absolutely repurchase myself. It is going into the pile of SPFs that I've already discovered this summer that also work really great. If you missed some of my earlier SPF videos from this summer, I will link them down below in the description box, but there are lots and lots of options out there. This is just another really fantastic one. I really like this a lot. 2 huge thumbs up from this oily skinned girl, and I think it's really worth a try. I think it's a really good product. So if I left anything out or if you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. In the description box, I will put the coupon code that you can use at checkout and save yourself 20%. And, you know, other things to pick up from Farmacy. I mean, there's a lot. I love Farmacy. The Farmacy Honey Potion, so amazing. The Honeymoon Glow, fabulous. Their Honey Grail, their facial oil, delightful. So much good stuff from Farmacy, and the code works on all of the things. So enjoy, happy shopping. If you need it, if you don't, obviously don't, but it's there if you want it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. A big thanks to Farmacy Beauty for sending this out. It is greatly appreciated, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Friday faves and flops are coming up tomorrow, so please subscribe if you're new and you'll be notified of that video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.